I guess, if it looks like an iceberg, maybe it is an iceberg. Um, and I think when you look at the geophysical expression at surface, and then you take the results of our 7 deep drill holes in 2022, in that context, I think it's extremely encouraging. So those 7 holes were the first holes that were drilled, say, deeper than 350 or 400 meters below surface at NAC, and they went down, most of them pushing a kilometer, so way deeper. And that's the first info from down deep. And every one of them is mineralized all the way down. I mean, not all of them are, um, you know, or grade necessarily, but a lot of them are, and some of them have big intercepts. Not good number of them have good size intercepts that are pretty darn high grade, especially for a part of the world that is, very amenable to being worked. Clear cuts and relatively gentle topography, good infrastructure around. So, I really like that sort of size potential there. 750 meters from north to south on those holes, a kilometer down. They're all mineralized all the way down. And then within the context of a great big geophysical signature that's about 2 kilometers across. So, is it just coincidence that we hit on every one of those holes and hit all the way down? It's a big mineralizing system, and within that big mineralizing system, we're already on to some really great grades. So I just think it's there to be had. We just have to better understand the geological controls and chase that. And how do you chase that? Well, pretty much the only way to go from here on, because there's very little surface exposure, is to chase that understanding with more drilling. And I think if we do that more drilling, we'll be able to link up some of these higher grade zones within a big system. And then those higher grade zones, they push the economics, but ultimately you could end up taking the whole works, because even though it's a little bit lower grade, it's still mineralized, and you're ultimately going to still run that through some kind of mill. So I think it's got lots of potential for being a very, very, very large deposit.